do a little meditation first, sitting, watching our breath, and then we do the blessing the speech. Okay, people. So we're going to do this one, and you just have to do a little refuge prayer. But we first just get your body settled, your body in the upright position. You're relaxed but upright. Your head slightly tilted forward. Your hands in the prayer mudra, in the mudra, meditation mudra in your lap. And then just kind of steady your body and then steady your mind. You know, when the body is steady, the mind can be steady. So we think we're just here for this 30 minutes. We do this little meditation, just here, the refuge. Very sweet one, you know. I take refuge in the three jewels. May I become a Buddha to benefit all. I take refuge in the three jewels. May I become a Buddha to benefit all. Konchog, Somla, Kyabsuchi, Drola, Penchir, Sangye, Shog. So now, for a few minutes first, we focus the mind. We use our breath, okay? So what we're going to do is, you know, the meditation, you've done it many times, but let's explain it again to be clear precisely what we're trying to do. The technical thing we're doing is simply paying attention to the breath. That's it. It's like you pay attention to something. You use your breath as your anchor. You anchor your mind to the breath. And the reason we're doing this is so that we can begin to not follow every thought that arises in our crazy mind. So we stay steady by simply paying attention to the breath. That's the technical thing you're doing. So all the thoughts will be there naturally. So you let them come and you let them go. You let them, it's like you're on the freeway and you're focusing exactly in your lane on your car. You notice all the other cars, but you don't go to them. You don't pay attention to them, but you notice them, and that's okay. But you stay focused on your breath. And every time your mind wanders off and gets distracted by all the other traffic, you bring your mind back to the breath. That's the job to be done. With determination, just watch the breath. Just bring your attention back to the breath. Every time your mind weakens and you start floating around, just bring it back with strong focus, just on the breath. So now we use that focused mind to do this little meditation on blessing our speech. So let's talk about it for a second. It's kind of curious if you think you're meditating. Can you hear me, Matt? Everything's okay? Good. So we think about it, it seems so peculiar to do a meditation on blessing your speech. We don't think like that in our culture, do we? But when we understand the Buddhist approach, the point is the mind, of course it is, but we need to first subdue, control, discipline, get under control the servants of the mind, which is what our body and speech are. They're the ones that do the work of the world. They're the ones that harm the world, harm other sentient beings. So we need to subdue them. So the speech in particular, for us clever humans, we mightn't go around killing and raping too many people, but look at our speech and our clever speech of humans. I mean, animals make a few snorts, but look at our speech coming from the mind, from our complicated thoughts. So our speech can do incredible damage to sentient beings and equally can do incredible good. So our job is to make our speech beneficial. Even in our ordinary lives, we need speech just to communicate with our family, to go to a shop, to ask for something. If you have speech, say, for example, from past negative karma, when no one trusts your words, they won't even listen to you. People who don't like your words, people who don't believe your words. So we need to purify our speech, which of course purifies our mind as well. So it's such a powerful practice. And then to help sentient beings, I mean, Lama Zopa said, for example, generosity. You could give food to every person on the planet. It's an inconceivable action of generosity. But if you give one piece of advice with your mouth that could help somebody become enlightened, that's more powerful because long-term it benefits so many more people. You help a person become enlightened just with a piece of advice from your mouth. So this is the main gift of the Buddha, the power, they call it the power of speech. So how do we make our speech powerful? How do we make it useful? First, this sounds hilarious, by being silent. Shut your mouth. At least, and then consciously do not speak words that aren't true. Do not use harsh language. Do not say bad things behind backs about people. And do not just say rubbish words. These are the 4 things, isn't it, in Buddha's little list. So refraining consciously from those is already an incredible practice. Consciously refraining from saying negative things. And then actually being silent. Also, secondly, saying positive things. Also saying mantra and prayers. This is said to be incredibly powerful. Connecting with the Buddha's words by saying mantras, saying the teaching, saying prayers. This is blessing your speech. And then practicing ethics. This is the method. And then your speech becomes so powerful, as Lama Zopa says in this little practice. Even just 1 or 2 words can help a person subdue their emotional suffering, Just being loving to somebody, be kind to somebody is like a miracle. One time in one prison, one fellow, he had to go to the dentist, he said, and he wrote and he said, it was just in the town, he had to go to the dentist. And the nurse simply said to him, "How are you today?" And he cried, he burst into tears because he never heard kind words. Just small words like, "How are you?" is like a miracle, especially words that have got wisdom. That's the real power. So we want to bless our speech, purify our speech so we can use it to benefit sentient beings. So we think for this reason, we're going to do this little meditation. As you know from doing it in the past, it includes reciting, which sounds odd to us, reciting the Sanskrit syllables. Sanskrit by the Tibetans is considered, by all the Buddhists, considered to be the most powerful, pure sound. And of course, all mantras and words are made up of syllables. So we're basically reciting the alphabet, the sounds in Sanskrit. So, okay, so just imagine the Buddha above our crowns. And so now you visualize, you just do, I'll read the visualization. So you imagine on your tongue the syllable R. So if you know Sanskrit or Tibetan, otherwise the Roman letters AH, the syllable R is on your tongue, standing upright. When you imagine, it transforms into a moon disk, like a flat white cushion. Flat, it's a moon disk. It turns into that on your tongue. On top of that, there's a white Om standing upright. And then imagine it's surrounded by the white vowels. I mean, of course, we don't know Sanskrit and Tibetan. We don't know them, but just pretend the letters standing clockwise all around the Om on your tongue. And then surrounding the white vowels are the red consonants, and they're going counterclockwise all around the tongue, circling. And then surrounding the red consonants are all the letters of the blue, in blue, of the dependent related heart mantra. Sometimes that's Lama Zopa's term. Sometimes it's called the mantra of dependent arising. All those letters surrounding blue, clockwise around the consonants, which are surrounding the white vowels, which are all surrounding the white Ali, the white Om, all on your tongue. So now you imagine that light beams radiate out from all these syllables. You can think of them in three colors, white, red, and blue. All these syllables, light beams go out into all the 10 directions, north, south, east, west, northeast, north, south, etc., northwest, as well as up and down. They call it the 10 directions. Goes out, and it goes out and hooks the energy of all the blessings of speech, of all the Buddhas, all the Bodhisattvas, all the great yogis, even all the people, you know, as Rinpoche says, even all from those from beyond samsara, the Buddhas, the Bodhisattvas, those living in the pure paths, all the Arhants, as well as the power of speech, even from those who are practicing path, practicing pure morality. All the yogis, all the energy of this pure speech of all the universe comes back then with these three lights and absorbs into the syllables, and then makes the syllables even more radiant and more delicious, like melting nectar, so powerful, embodying the blessed speech of all the beings of the universe. Imagine this. And now we can scroll down that to where we have say the syllables. So now first, and you can open your eyes now, and you can just recite the first lot. We recite the vowels. And so we visualize, as we recite the vowels, we visualize nectar pouring from these white vowels, going down, going up, filling your entire body. And you imagine it purifies every atom of all the karmic imprints of all the harm we've ever done to sentient beings since beginningless time with our bodies. We imagine it all totally purified by this delicious white nectar filling us. Om, I, ru, u, ri, li, e, o, ang, swaha. Om, I, u, ri, li, e, o, ang, swaha. Om, I, u, ri, li, e, o, ang, swaha. Imagine totally full of this blissful white nectar, filling us completely and having purified all the nonsense of our bodies since beginningless time. Be so delighted, blessed by this powerful white nectar filling us. So now we visualize all the red consonants on our tongue, radiant red nectar completely melts down and up and completely fills us, and totally purifying all our speech, making it totally powerful, but also purifying all the negative karmic seeds in our mind from negative speech from the past, totally purifying all the speech now and purifying all the karmic imprints of negative speech, of any harm we've ever done to sentient beings with our speech. totally purifying this, full of this radiant red nectar, completely filling us as we recite the consonants. Om ka ka ga ga nga cha 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 janya ta 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 dana ta 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 dana pa pa ba ba ma yara lava sha sha sa hak sa swaha. Om ka ka ga ga nga cha cha ja janya ta 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 dana ta 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 dana pa pa ba ba ma yara lava sha sha sa hak sa swaha. Om ka 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 ga nga cha 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 janya ta 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 dana ta 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 dana pa pa ba ba ma yara lava sha sha sa hak sa swaha. Totally full of this blissful red nectar filling us, having purified all the rubbish of our speech. You know, how amazing! All the harsh speech, all the lying, all the rubbish words we say. So often we don't even think we're lying, but we speculate. This is one of those shocking things we do. We think we're speaking the truth, but we have no certainty. You know, this is worse. This is even worse than lying because it's so unconscious. Not quite as worse. Speculating, thinking we knowing what we're saying. We don't even know if it's true. And the actual lying, conscious, intentional lying, the harsh speech, abusing people, or bad mouthing people behind backs, you know, or just rabbiting on useless rubbish, you know, all of this totally purified, full of this blissful red nectar. So now, as we recite the dependent related heart mantra, the mantra of dependent arising, which is the perfect way to realize emptiness, you know, get wisdom, as we recite this, all the blue nectar pours down from it, up and down, filling us completely, and of course, purifying the root of all the problem, which is the mind. Purifying all the ignorance, all the attachment, all the aversion, all the fears, all the anxiety, the rubbish, the nonsense in our minds that are not at the core of our being. This is Buddha's amazing finding. This is why we can eradicate it all. So imagine it all completely annihilated by this blissful blue light nectar filling us as we recite this wonderful mantra that helps us realize emptiness. Om ye dhamma he tu prabhava he tun te shan tatagato iyavadat te shan chayo niroda evambadi maha shamana ye svaha. Om ye dhamma he tu prabhava he tun te shan tatagato iyavadat te shan chayo niroda evambadi maha shamana ye svaha. Om ye dhamma he tu prabhava he tun te shan tatagato yevadat te shan chayo niroda evambadi maha shamana ye svaha. Full of this radiant blue nectar, purifying our mind, alleviating ourselves of all the pain and the suffering and the fears and the drama of our own suffering, you know, caused by our rubbish minds. Totally eradicated. Full of this blissful blue nectar, the mind radiant, blissful, joyful, content. Imagine our true nature. So now we imagine that all these blue dependent related heart mantra dissolve on our tongue, dissolve into the red consonants. The red consonants now dissolve into the white vowels. The white vowels dissolve into the white om. The white Om dissolves into the moon disk. And then the moon disk turns into the R, AH, sitting upright. And now this R turns into pink-colored nectar and dissolves into your tongue. Imagine it. And now it becomes of Vajra nature. The tongue becomes of indestructible Vajra nature. Nothing can harm or take away or destroy the power of mantra. You know, think like this, the power of your speech. And have very strong confidence that all the power and the blessings of all the speech of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and sages and yogis and so on have entered your speech, and that your speech is perfected. Think, I have perfected my speech. And think, the second that sentient beings hear your speech, you know, even just saying good morning, like that dentist, you know, it purifies their emotional and disturbing thoughts. And not only that, your speech is powerful, because if you're trying to be a bodhisattva, you need to be beneficial to the world. So people need to pay attention to you, to trust you, to want to hear what you have to say. Then everything you say will do, and you'll get actualized. You know, your speech will be powerful, which means you can then achieve what you need to achieve. And in our daily life, we need this, like I said. So by thinking in this way, as Rinpoche says, the power of your speech becomes marvelous. And whatever you recite, all your practices, multiplied by millions of times, your speech will not become like gossip. Now we do the dedication prayer at the end. The dedication prayer. Matt. Are you there, Matt? Getting the dedication prayer for us? Matt, are we getting the dedication prayer? Or can't you hear me? Are you people not hearing me? Mary, you can't hear me?
We can hear you.
Hear me. Okay. So where's Matt and the prayer?
I think we've lost Matt.
We've lost Matt. So we just dedicate in our own words. It's not quite time to finish, but it's 3 minutes. So we just dedicate, thinking how marvelous that we've done this little practice, and may we use our speech to benefit sentient beings. And that's it, really. So hello, good morning from Venice, on the way back from Venice. I can't do it, so funny in the car, all the trains and the traffic. I didn't get back in time, you see. And I'd never been to Venice before. I never wanted to go. All that water gives me the creeps. And it is a strange place. It's like 1600 years old. These amazing buildings, and all these thousands of people, and everywhere there's water. It's sinking. Venice is sinking. I think you can't get the most amazing teaching possible about impermanence. And then people are still attached to this beautiful place as it's sinking. This is samsara. And right in front of us, we're getting old. Our relationships are finishing. Our house is falling down, but we still get attached to it all. So it's such a good learning, you know. So let's not waste this precious life that is sinking in front of us. This body as well. So not waste it. Then we've got benefit from it, because it's all changing. Minute by minute, it's passing, you know. So I blew my mind seeing Venice. I can't get over it. Okay, darlings, that's it. See you next week. God knows, I think next week I'll be in Naples. I'm going to see some prisoners in Naples. So I'll call you from Naples, okay? All right, people.
Thank you, Venerable Robina.
Thank you, Venerable.